Put a dash of recognition, a little bit of...
How nice does it feel to give love, though, truly?
It's good. It's good to give it.
Giving
it's
is
great.
Nice. Great to receive it.
Receive it.
Yeah.
Disciplined stoners. What's your discipline? You a stoner? That's cool. So wait.
I'm high a lot. It's weird to finally say that with pride. I'm high a lot. Being high has helped me with my anxiety. It's helped my social skills.
Love and light. Welcome to Disciplined Stoners Podcast with your host, Ellevan.
And my name is Winnie.
And we are the gateway drug to mindfulness.
Check, check. I'm here. We're here together. Look at us.
Okay, bro. How you doing? I'll see you in a minute.
Where's the lighter?
I know.
There's
I thought,
fire all around us.
but I just gave a lighter to you, Ev.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I love that it's all of us lighterless right now.
Dude, this is the funniest part of the episode. A bunch of stoners
Fucking
looking for a
stoners
light.
is the only thing.
Oh my god, we all
Really?
have Excuse me, sir, do you have a light? Oh, my bros from Black Market. Come on, do you have a joint? I'm just fucking with you. You're a prince. Let me just light these. Thank you so much. I knew you'd have one.
Thanks, dude.
Look at that.
That's a winter lighter right there.
My guy from Black Market always hooking me up. Appreciate you. That is nice. What is that?
Honestly, it's like mystery joints. It's one of, I'm gonna say, two strains we have. It's either Cushman's or Tiger Cake.
Ooh,
Yeah, I do
like
this
it.
thing where I play joint roulette, and I just sort of toss them all into the case, and it's like, whatever you get, you get.
Oh, I love that.
And welcome back to another episode of Disciplined Stoners.
I'm your host, Ellevan.
My name is Winnie,
and we are the gateway drug to mindfulness. And today, it's the second day at the Kind Fair, but I've been hanging with this dude since Tuesday night at the gala when he hosted and killed it and is hilarious. And Toronto knows of him from across the magazine land with the sweetest, boldest smile in cannabis right now. Winnie.
Please welcome kindest man of the year, Rich Navarro.
Oh, hi. That is like the nicest intro anyone's ever given me. And I'm a wrestling fan, so I love promos. I love, so like, that was lovely.
Oh, do you have a fave wrestler? Is that like just a horrible question because so many?
It would be generational. Like, I would
Yes.
have
Yep.
to say, like, when I was a kid, probably Ultimate Warrior.
Ooh, I had an Ultimate Warrior pillow.
Plushies.
The plushie, and I used to wrestle with it, suplex it.
Yeah. And then when I got a little bit older, I would say Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Dude, dun, 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 dun,
The
dun.
Texas Rattlesnake himself.
Dude, the fucking Stone Cold Stunner. That shit was amazing. Remember when him and The Rock paired up for a hot sec? That was my dream at the moment.
It's my dream still to this day. All right, Winnie, you're back.
Welcome back, Win. So
I brought an ashtray.
I'm out. Can you lend me
Yeah.
for a second?
I've never seen this done. This is exciting.
yeah, it's puff in and puff out, puff in, puff out.
Wow.
Combustion.
That was
The
so
lighter.
impressive.
So you're a real stoner. You know that shit.
I've been smoking for a little bit.
How long you been smoking for, bro?
Jeez. I forget my age a lot, but it's around the 20-year mark now. I think I'm like hitting my 20-year anniversary.
Sick.
Now, not like, not to the degree that I smoked today that entire time, but yeah. I remember I was like 14. My homie Matt and Kyle, we skipped school and went to the catwalk across the street to smoke a joint. And I remember like not going back to school and being like, I really like this.
Nice.
And I think I'm gonna hang around with this for now ever.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
beautiful. So you knew right away, love at first sight.
It was love at first puff.
There's nothing like your first high. I was on the beach for my first high. I found it kind of a little bit later, early 20s. And it was like I was seeing 3D things in 1D. And I was like, it was the first time where I was like, whoa, this is an illusion.
That's the best feeling when you're like,
was.
that's so cool.
It's
What drew you to it? Like, since you came later in life, like what drew you to like
We were doing a play. We were started as actors. Well, she's still acting. I was fully shifted to music in this, but it's we were doing this shitty play in Trout Lake, and this guy was outside like, I'm Bud the Oracle. If you guys ever need any great weed, hit me up. And he had business cards. And one day we tried to go to the PNE, which in Vancouver is like the CNE.
Yep.
And it was going to cost like $200. And we were like 21. And that shit was such a stretch. So we're like, fuck that. Let's call that crazy weed guy Bud the Oracle.
Yeah.
And we bought a dime bag and went to the beach, smoked with towels over our heads.
Yeah, we were
It was the
I
most
was very
romantic.
scared.
That's adorable. Absolutely, like the two
But
of you just
we
like,
ended up having like separate like trips kind of
Yeah.
for the first time. Like Ev went off into this like little sand island and just like don't know what you did.
when you're having that moment and you just like, I call it drinking it in, even though like you don't really drink.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you just like, you feel it all coming through you. That's
Yes.
super. Oh, yes.
So
What
beautiful.
does weed like do for you?
I honestly, I've been smoking so long. Like for me, weed does everything.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Want to have a really cool Friday with my homies playing some video games?
Yeah.
Bring weed.
Yep.
Want to go take my dog for a walk? My little dog, Mary Jane, who is the most adorable dog in the world.
Who you have on your phone.
Yes.
I love that.
I know.
Do you call her MJ ever?
We call her MJ all the time.
Come
Her
on.
full name is Mary Jane Watson. So
course it is.
Because I'm really nerdy. I love comic books. I love
So good.
Spider-Man. So I loved having that like double entendre of like Mary Jane and then Mary Jane Watson.
Yeah.
But yes,
Spider-Man Homecoming. How'd you like it?
I loved it.
Fire,
I
right?
we loved it
Fire.
I am a Marvel stan. I
Yes.
love the movies. I love watching that. I love all of them. I
Yes.
will rewatch them. Anything that brings you joy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they sneak so much in there. They put so much like dense quality in their movies.
And that's what you loved about comic books. Like
Yes.
when you could go back and read something that you'd read 3 times already and go, shh, I never noticed that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yes, to go back
Yeah.
to your question about like what does weed do? Like it does everything, right? There's not a day that goes by that I'm not consuming something or some format. So yeah, I have such a like close relationship with it. You know, I've seen the good that it can do in people, and I've seen people benefit. So really, for me, it's like it's a love relationship.
I love
Yeah,
that.
us too.
Dude, so you have it close to your heart, right? And me and Winnie are always chatting about this interesting thing. Beautiful chef Jordan Wagman over here. What's up, baby? Like, what has been your observation with the plant going legal? Because there's so many. This is such a room splitting conversation. Sometimes some people, you know, were thriving in the legacy days or whatever. How illegal or how it shifted or how we're digesting it. What has been the process with you with such a deep, heartfelt connection with weed, obviously being part of a great company doing super cool things in the legal space? Like, how has that been watching the transition?
Well, I also come from the old world, right?
Right.
Like, I like to say I have a nice legacy resume. It's a good way of putting
Yeah,
it.
absolutely.
And so I'm very much like Switzerland, sort of on the topic, where
Yes.
I think
Love that.
legalization is absolutely amazing. I think that the fact that we can have moments like this and we can sit together in the open and smoke and have conversations and just celebrate the industry, I think that is beautiful. It's stunningly beautiful.
And you meet dope people through
You
this
meet
thing too.
dope people who
like
you smoke dope with.
A tunnel of dope.
Yeah. Do I think like everything is perfect? No, but like, you know, the legal weed industry is 4 years old. I think we can all think of ourselves 4 years into our cannabis journeys and like, I didn't know anything.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
And
fuck.
So giving that opportunity for the industry to keep growing, to learn, to get better, I think that's a really cool challenge. Like something that I'm trying to do it every single day.
Yeah.
So yeah, I ride the fence where
I
I'm
love
like,
to hear that. I love to hear that.
Things could
understanding.
get better, but this is really rad already.
It is. Yeah. We got there yesterday too. We were shitting on the industry for a hot second.
we caught the little negative bug for a sec.
We all drink a little bit of haterade.
Yeah.
But then we realized we talked ourselves back into like gratitude.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is actually pretty incredible.
It is.
Like, and you know, you don't get these every day, right? When you're here at the Kind Fest, it's like fuck, this is sick. Like, you're here front and center, you're being brought together, but sometimes, you know, when this isn't every day, it has its you know,
there
weight
are
to it. But
there are hard days. Like,
in anything.
yeah, what we do isn't easy, right? We're like creating something brand new, right?
Yeah.
Not like the product's not brand new, but like the way that we're doing it is a first.
Yep.
So, you know, it's hard work, and you gotta love what you do. You gotta really love weed. Like,
Yeah.
you
What
know.
is your day in, day out? May I ask that in terms of working with?
I don't have like typical days because I work a lot with bud tenders, right?
Right.
Like, you know, there are days where I could be shooting video content when we're doing, like, we did a series on terpenes.
Sick.
There are days where I'm at my desk and sending emails like a normal, boring human being.
Yeah.
Then there are days when I'm in store. I'm just in dispensaries talking to bud tenders, like finding out what people are actually talking about, what is happening in the streets.
That's what's
Yeah.
up.
Right? Those are the best days. One, like, love going into weed shops all day.
Yeah.
So
And
fun.
two, love buying weed for people and just leaving it.
Ugh.
That is, you're an angel.
Yo, it's goals. That's career goals. Like, check.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
true.
I know. I think the first time that we had a party where we were like, there were like a bunch of joints rolled up, and we were just like, anyone have any joint whenever you want. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, life made. Like,
So-
this is it.
Feels nice,
I-
abundant.
I threw a dinner this year for a bunch of our leadership team, and there was nothing but cannabis.
Yes.
At the event.
Yes.
We did cocktails with the high bar.
Let's go.
They created with cannabis drinks.
Awesome.
There were joints. I have never seen so many joints
I love it.
for a dinner in my life.
Yes.
And just like let a bunch of people really experience the product and really experience, like,
it's so important.
yeah, having that appreciation for it, right?
Yeah.
Because you kind of gotta love what you do. You gotta love, you know, you gotta love it in and out, because, like I said, you know, it's
Totally.
hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. I mean,
Do your parents smoke weed?
My mom is so anti-weed. It is
Oh.
and like the thing is that she's
And
come,
your face is all over Weed Magazine, like,
right? I know. Which, funny enough,
my baby boy.
insanely proud. Like,
Yeah.
insanely proud
Of
of that
course.
stuff.
shout out.
Because your
Rich's
vibes are just
mom.
coming through.
Shout out, mom.
Yeah.
Shout out, Mom.
But she's like come a really, really long way, because she started as like, I know you were smoking in the backyard, to like
We've all heard that shit.
to now being like, well, yeah, you know, maybe one day if like the setting is right, you and I could try something. And like, so
That's very cool.
For someone like my mom, that's a really big journey. So yeah, like I have very fond memories of being told like, this is gonna lead you nowhere.
Yeah.
Now to like, you know, sending her pictures being like, hey, by the way, I won 2 awards last night for
Aw.
like all the weed work I'm doing.
Yeah.
And her just being like, you were right. Like, by the way, just got to tell you that you were right. So, yeah.
Congrats,
nice.
man.
Yeah.
Hey, did you ever think that you were gonna be kindest person of the year?
No. Honestly, I said it in my interview to Ben. Like, I almost cried. I'm a fairly emotional person.
That's
I'm
good.
Yeah, I let it out. It's the coolest honor I have ever been given as a member of the cannabis community.
That's so nice.
I have been in this space for a really, really long time. I have had the luxury of getting to work with some of my like icons, people that I looked up to, you know,
Yes.
Dawn and Aaron from DNA Genetics, Matt and Kirk from Great Gardener Farms.
Yes.
Like, these are people that I used to like read about, and I've had the luxury of working with them. So, like, yeah, to me, yo, I'm having a stoner moment, and I'm forgetting where we were going
That
with
was
that
just
question.
so beautiful that
Yeah.
you showed that you were in the cut. When I talk to musicians and they like know the producers, that shit always checks the boxes for me. And you are deep in the culture. You said it enough from that moment, but
Yeah.
I
It
think
was
you were,
kindest.
Kindest person.
Yes.
Yes.
kindest
Oh my
yes.
God.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know we smoking.
Yeah.
Yes.
yes, we are.
So, like I was saying, I've been around for a long time,
Yeah.
and I don't know. I think that you should be kind. You should try and be kind as much as humanly possible.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so it was really like, that's a really cool nod from the community, and like, it means a lot to me. I I sat at home and I looked at it and I was eating chicken nuggets in bed after the gala.
I love that.
Yeah, and
I love that moment. Could you recreate that moment on video and send it to us and we'll overlay it?
I have a picture of it. Actually, I will send you the
God,
picture.
yes.
You must.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah, and I had a moment where I was just like, this is fucking cool. Like, the nice guy finished first. So, yeah.
You deserve it, buddy. You
Thank
so
you.
are.
I love y'all. This is so nice.
Thanks,
Isn't it
bro.
great?
Thank
Yes.
you. You are the
Oh,
epitome of a
gosh.
disciplined stoner. This is like basically the
sh-
culture of the show. You have a discipline, a focus. Your intention is pure, and you stone and you smoke weed and you get one with the plant, and that's exactly kind of like the essence of this idea of sitting down, is showing like all the amazing hearts and the sharp ass minds that are in and around cannabis. So thank you for truly being a real stoner.
Oh, thank y'all. Thank you for letting me come here and talk about stoner things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime. We'll have to do a longer
we'll have
one.
to do a follow-up
Yeah.
episode.
Yes, 100%. I'll come. Like, let's go somewhere. Like, smoke a bunch.
Yeah.
And we can
Yes.
do a really long one.
Ooh, maybe-
Yeah,
okay.
exactly.
Yeah, fuck yeah. We'll
Yeah,
figure it out. A
we'll
cool
figure it
location.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
If not our place.
We'll make. I know I was gonna say my place too, but it works. Awesome. Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
Y'all are the
thanks so
best.
much.
Where
for
can
coming
people
on.
find you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. You can find me on Instagram at That's Rad. One word, That's Rad. And that's probably the best place to find me, because then you
Nice.
can find anything else.
Sick.
Sweet.
Love it.
Oh, I love y'all.
Thanks, Rich.
I'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Chill out. Found focus. Found calm.
That's smooth. That goes down smooth. All right, we all got a joint skis. Perfect. And welcome
we're-
back to another. Hold on, it's the same
It's
episode.
there's this probably in the same episode
But-
that we've already.
But we are
But we
here
have a new,
with a new guest.
We have someone. This
And
isn't the same person we had last time.
But I'm so excited because this person is fantastic. This is the queen of sticky nugs.
Yes.
This is
My heart.
Christiana Bertucci.
Bertucci.
I didn't want to say it.
She's the real deal queen bee of Sticky Nugs, our home store, if you will.
La
of Fort
Familia.
Yorks, exactly. We're in the cut together.
Oh, yeah. Our neighborhood buds.
It is good to see you.
Always.
Thank you for finally coming on.
Oh, very, very excited to be here. I mean, you guys know me. I always love being surrounded by you two, especially.
Thank you.
And your little floofy boy.
Yeah, I bring Ralphie.
I miss little
My
Ralphie.
dog goes nuts over Kris.
He knows we have treats. That's why. It's
Yeah.
the treats and the love.
Specifically, he gets pretty. I think because you get you get on the ground with them.
Oh, yeah.
You're so cool. You get down with the dogs.
Oh, you have to.
You're down with the dogs for real.
We have like an understanding between the two of us.
It's so good. And your pops is one of my favorite people in the
Yeah.
world.
He's amazing. I got to
Sam.
grow up with him, so he's a pretty cool
I was
dude.
gonna say, how long you been knowing each other?
About 28 years.
Are you only 28? Seriously?
I am only 28. I was a teacher for 6 years before this, actually. Yeah, special education.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that.
My
okay.
my real homies.
Oh, yes. So
Yeah.
you have a deep, compassionate understanding of people. So that's where that comes
100%.
from. Your background is that. You care.
Yeah.
You're using the divine feminine.
I
to
have lots
move.
of love, believe me. And I think that this magical plant brings us all together.
Yeah, so tell us. So from teacher into cannabis operator of a retail store and a
Yeah,
brand, Sticky
yep.
Nugs, one of our favorites. How was that journey? Can you tell us? Like, did you keep your weed usage on the low, before?
Yeah, so actually, you know what? The first time I tried weed, I wasn't until I was 19, and I tried a brownie. So it was a very interesting day. Actually, 3 days,
Yeah.
I should say. I was
Yeah.
high for about 3 days.
Oh, a big
but
legacy experience.
Yeah, my dad always raised me with the intention of like, you should be prepared mentally and physically before you try this plant. He was always such a big advocate and he was very passionate about it. So I think for me, I really sunk in and said, you know what, I want to wait until I can really enjoy this. So yeah, when I was 19, I started consuming and then the rest is history.
Oh my God, that's so beautiful that you like waited. That's almost so romantic.
I know.
We didn't get into weed heavy till like 2021 either.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think that's why like a lot of us in this industry, maybe we did start later in life, but I think that might have like a little bit more sense of like the passion behind it.
Well, you
like a little bit more of
understand.
completely. And like for me, coming from like an educational background with the teaching, I saw the benefits on that side for cannabis for some of my students if the parents would disclose it to me.
Yes.
So I kind of use that in my sense coming into this industry.
Wow.
I love
Yeah,
that.
completely.
Because that's what we're really into, the function of the medicinal purpose of the
Yes.
plant. And
Yes.
and it's okay also just to say, hey, I want to get high and relax. Like, fuck off. That's also no one
100%.
else's business. But it's so vital in, like, the deepening of the understanding of the human experience.
Completely.
It's so incredible. So I love that you came into it. So you come into selling it and presenting it as a retailer, representative of many brands, very honestly, because
Exactly.
you truly want people to
100%.
have
And
this
for us
benefit.
in the
Look at
store,
that oil. Look
I
at
know,
that.
right? This is the Banana Havana by Loud Plug.
It is cakey at the entrance.
It's delicious.
It's delicious.
The size
but
is
like
great
that.
too. Ooh, I see that. Look
Yeah,
at that res.
did you see
Wow.
that? I totally interrupt. I totally interrupted what you guys were talking about.
We are live.
That's how it goes with the
Yep.
stoner bros.
Yep.
All right, back to business, as we were saying.
Yeah.
But I think, like, for us as Sticky Nugs, I mean, we took a long time to get into this industry, being independent and everything. So we saw a need for our store. You guys see that everything is on the floor. When someone comes in, we want you to see what we're getting, what you guys are getting, and what you're going to go home with. For us, like I was saying, education is number one, and you really want to know what you're smoking and what you're going to use it to your benefit in that sense.
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I'm such a fan of you because of your, like, really, it's not like a fake positive attitude.
Yeah, that's what we
it's
really
like
need to talk
you,
about.
You're really, like, your authentic attitude in this industry. Like, I just have, like, I get like emotional about it, honestly, thinking about you in
Thank
this
you so
industry
much.
because I know that you're going to be a complete trailblazer.
Thank
and
you.
like
Right.
you in 20 years, like you're like
That's the
like
goal.
there's something here with you. You're very
Thank
like
you.
your energy is special, and you're like a special being in the industry. And I think that like you're gonna be a giant name in the cannabis industry.
My heart,
Yeah.
it just went to like a little mushy pillow.
Yeah, yeah.
We really do. We need to talk about that, like the who you are, because we
Thank
kind of just
you.
covered like the what you are. And dude, you don't, without knowing it, you've snapped me out of whether it be victim mentality or just I was having a frustrated day, and I'm a positive guy, but like you're
The most positive.
thank you, but some of it's fake, but you're the most genuine form of gratitude to just be rocking,
you.
just to keep going.
Yeah.
You have been just like a light like that in life, just
Thank you
knowing
so much.
and
I
knowing
appreciate
of you.
it.
Yeah, but
Yeah, where
it's
does
real.
that grace come from?
Yeah, what the
like
fuck-
this-
what's wrong with you?
I want to honestly, where I came from with the teaching, like I saw that sense, I saw that side, like with the special education, and like I was actually in a classroom that had 6 students, and they were unbelievable. A lot of them were nonverbal, so you had to understand with like bodily actions and stuff like that.
Wow.
So I just saw that side, and I thought, you know what? I get to wake up every single day and get out of my bed and do everything myself. So why should I not feel gratitude every day, right? And I just think like abundance is so big nowadays, especially like with myself. I know you guys are the same. Meditation, and,
Yes.
like,
Yes.
putting
So you
things in
do-
the universe. If you're gonna say this out loud, like it might come back to you one day, right? Being that 10, 20 years, but
Yeah.
you have to kind of see the end goal. And I think all of us like are trying to get to some type of goal in life, but there isn't no real goal because we're all gonna continue to learn and just like pick
Yeah.
up things. So I think as long as like we carry that happiness or like a sense to be appreciative in the moment, like it's
Yeah.
gonna take you
I
light
so
years
agree.
away.
Yeah,
So
I,
wonderful.
like I don't meet a lot of people. I'm not even this person who like every time I see you, I feel like this authentic. Like I feel better after I've left you.
It's
Thank
so
you.
And
nice.
it's really like you're vibrant and
Thank you
like
so
you're
much.
young and
I
it's
appreciate
exciting
that.
to like I'm excited for your
Yeah.
journey. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
As 11 says.
Thank you. Thank you for being like a strong like woman in this
Thank you.
industry too.
Yeah,
like
that's
you're
true.
gonna
I
have
always
a
say
big
to
come
people,
up.
like, I know that, like, the industry is rough at times, and we all feel that, like, within regards to, like, finances, community building, even sometimes we all butt heads, right? But I think I always say to people in this industry, like, feel grateful for you being in this position because there's still people all over the world that are in jail or, like, are in positions that they don't want to be or don't
there's
deserve.
still people in Canada
Yeah,
that are
like,
in
they don't deserve
like,
to have
yeah.
that, and I get to stand behind a counter and sell weed every day, right? So I think like that in a sense of its own, like we should all feel gratitude and abundance. in
Yeah.
that. So
and that's the only way that we're going to sort of pick up the momentum for moving forward with, you know, better laws and stuff. Like we need to really focus on where it's good. And
as a female, like you were saying, I do get a lot of backlash and conversations from some of the men in this industry, and it's a little bit of like belittlement. And I always tell them, hey, you should just appreciate of what you have, be appreciative of where you are, especially like being a female on this side.
Yeah.
So like,
well, I'll even say on the podcast, like I know that you're more the networker, so like I get it, but like people will definitely bypass me to
same
you.
with Sam.
Like,
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it
really overlooked me. yeah, all the time.
You're like, cool, hey, and then you know, afterwards, but it's you know, it happens. That's what we're still in, even though there and in that we've made so much progress too.
100%.
Right?
I
like,
will say this industry is amazing compared to other like businesses and industries, within regards to welcoming females and having females in like one of the more like prominent positions, especially, which is great. Yeah. So we are on the route there, but yeah, it's all a building and learning process, just all like life, right? So,
what's your favorite way to consume?
I'm a bong girl.
You hit bongs,
I hit bongs all day. All day.
We have a volcano here. If you want.
Yeah. I have one of those too at home. Oh my God. If I have the night in, I'm done like dinner. I love those things. They're great. But yeah, I'm a classic bong girl. That vape, I don't know. There's just something about vaping, the water vape.
Yeah.
I really like it. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Fuck, that's magical. So your attitude. So do you meditate every day?
Yeah, not every day, but I am big into fitness. Like health and fitness is huge for me.
So good.
And like I always say, if I would rather make something of myself, like body-wise, working out, getting up early and meditating, rather than taking something that's made behind a counter.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, this is a narrative we often touch on, is the pharmaceutical side of things.
Completely.
Me and your pops have connected on that, and like how it's marketed to us as like the only option and
the only outlet.
And the more that the plant comes into play, I think we're going to find a lot of kind of peripheral fringe benefits to using cannabis recreationally. That's going to lead to a lot of I don't need that pill anymore.
100%.
Oh, why? Because I'm just blazing on the weekends. So, like, how much does dis-ease is caused by inflammation?
Yeah.
Or just, like, stress in general. So you smoke a joint, you breathe, and all of a sudden you realize, this I don't have.
I'm a chronic asthmatic. I've had it since I was 3 months old.
No way.
Wow.
And I'm telling you, when I started smoking consistently, the stuff that was right for me, I have not taken my puffer. No, and I'm a chronic asthmatic still.
So that's very interesting to a point I have of there must be some benefit to the anti-inflammatory properties of cannabis smoke, specifically even the smoke that you'd say, agitates the lungs, but they must cancel each other out.
There are actually different cannabinoids inside the smoke of cannabis rather than tobacco. Yeah, so they've actually done a lot of studies on that as well.
Yeah, there's some research happening right now to potentially suggest that a flower picked too early, it might be the cause of paranoia.
Yeah. I can actually see that.
I was like, oh fuck! Like that's the first time that I I was like, oh, how have we not thought about that before? Yep. If any fruit or anything is picked too early, it's like same, right? Yep. Like it's sour, it doesn't taste as good.
When it comes to the plant, I don't think we're ever going to stop learning.
Yeah,
Never,
I know.
Ever. Like there's thousands of cannabinoids and just like components that make up the beautiful plant itself.
And we keep growing it. Like we're talking to growers and they're doing like microgenetic hacking. And they're literally
it's just like music to my ears.
Yeah, dude, we had like Adam on from Mother, and like he was talking about Mother. The stuff that they're doing over there, and it was so fascinating that like you said, our understanding of the plant will continue to further and probably be so vastly deep that it will seem like never ending, almost like
100%.
wine. But we'll continue to flip this thing in different forms.
Yep. Totally.
And you guys being at the forefront, and also us being at the forefront.
Come on, we're here together.
This is why we're here. Yes. We have to promote cannabis, promote its benefits, like you were saying earlier. Yeah. Promote how it makes us feel and the happiness and gratitude that it gives us every day, right? So I think we all have to focus on that stuff.
Yeah, you are the epitome of a disciplined stoner.
Oh, I feel like so grateful right now. I feel like I'm knighted.
You are.
Just got knighted.
You were DS Familia.
I love it. Music to my ears. I love you guys. You guys
Thank
are the
you
best.
so much for coming on.
Come and see Kris at Sticky Nugs.
Yes, please.
Fort York. So great. Always got dog treats. It's incredible what you guys have done with the store.
Thank you so much.
Like, it's so great. You're continuing to open up locations.
Yeah, we'll have 5 by the end of February, which is crazy.
What?
Yeah,
That's so
yeah.
fun.
Like I said, gratitude is number one.
Yeah.
Gratitude is number one, that's for sure.
And you got to try to help bully your pops on with me.
Oh, yeah. I'll get him on. I'm
on.
trying to get him to do all these things around here with me. One day, Dad. One day.
One day, Sam. Okay, where can people find you? And do you want to leave any our people
So you're
with
welcome to
anything?
follow me. My name is Christiana on Instagram, Christiana with a K. And then, like Ellevan said, we are located at Fort York and Bathurst, and then also Highway 27 in Steeles, right on the border of Vaughan. Yep. So you guys are welcome to give me a follow. Come in store, say hello.
Yeah. Okay.
Great.
Well, thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Love
you.
you guys. I
you.
love you guys.
Love you too. Yo, first off, shout out Jesse,
Shout out Jesse.
sweetheart,
Oh,
sweetest guy. He's
hooked us up with this great space
pretty
out
much
here.
manifested this
Yeah.
wonderful set deck upgrade,
Yeah.
and was just the hardest worker in the room the other night at the gala. I also gotta say,
Nice.
yeah, the like just on it, like
Yeah.
on it beyond on
Huge
it.
shout out Jesse.
Yeah.
This has been so fun.
How is it that like day 2 even like topped? Like, it's so cool.
Because everything is always working out. And sometimes when it feels like it's not working out, you need to shut yourself down. You need to say, no,
Take a nap.
No, I am not going to follow this path that's not working out. It is working out. It is working out for my highest good. Go ahead, Jess. You're okay.
Even if you can't see it right now.
Exactly.
Jesse right there.
Yeah.
The man setting up
He's
the volcano.
Setting up the
Making it
volcano
happen.
for us. I'm not doing this volcano.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
But Win,
Yes.
we manifested our way into this beautiful lounge, and
Yes.
it's warm. It's warm for the camera.
Yes.
Have you walked through the Center of Kind yet?
Yes.
Like, the little area. Isn't
Yes.
it? What a vibe, eh?
Such a great vibe. What a cool
God.
winter fair. I think that like this is such a huge success. It's great for the industry.
It's
There
such
is
a step forward in like the type of events that you can do and be a stoner and use cannabis.
Yeah. And like super accessible too. So they've been able to really like get a lot of people in through these doors, and that's exciting. And there's we're here. The community's here.
Yeah, it's sick.
And
Okay, this is that haze.
we've been feeling a little bit like nervous because it's been a big week.
And we have the show tomorrow. We have Rhythm and Flow tomorrow. Let's just hang out for a moment, because we've been going and talking to a lot of like exciting, fun folks that like we don't often get to just hang out with. Yeah. Rhythm and Flow. We planned this thing for months, and we brought together an incredible group of kind of like a mini Kind, like but like just like to focus on art, whereas this is to focus on the plant and the different brands and the activations and experiences. But like tomorrow we have stand-up comedy and my improvised music show, and that's what's on the menu.
Yeah,
And that's so exciting that we packed, like Bar Cathedral is like sold out.
Yeah, I mean, by the time this comes out, probably it will have come and gone.
We will have done it
already.
Congratulations.
So, congratulations
For all of you that were there and who's seen it.
Yeah, and to future Ellevan and Winnie, congratulations to you two for pulling off another great event.
You did that shit. Hey, remember that one part? Oh, remember that here?
I be stroking it and fucking in church all day. I be fucking with the nuns and you know what they say. You keep going ahead and meet me in confession. Sitting in the queue, I did see that erection. Like it's a galaxy, like probably driving all the way out to Barry from Tio. It's so far away, but imagine if they didn't have that road paved. When you're going up way past that 401, you're like, fuck it, now I'm going back home, I'm done. Just to go through and dip in the pool with me. I know it's 2 o'clock if you can be here by 3. We can all get wet together so effortlessly. Yeah, in his DM, trying to find harmony. I know what you do when you move through the new room, and I might want to do something.
Yeah.
Is this what when you would say this is so meta? Does that work? I never know when to say this is so meta, but I want to.
This is a meta moment.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
You know what's happening in this joint a little bit?
What?
This is like a myrcene thing, but it's coming off as harsh, but it's myrcene.
Yeah.
It's like almost salty. It's so peppery, it's salty.
Oh my God, you're totally right. It is salty. That's bizarre.
Because it's not hitting. It's not like the smoke is harsh. It's just like the taste is actually like. So this is what I talked about when it's like myrcene overload.
I'm not going to hit that too much because dark shadow hazes throw me off my game. So I already know that about myself. I've had them enough at this point that I don't need to be ingesting so much of dark shadow haze before I go to acting class.
What's your... Oh, yeah, you're going to go to acting class out of this.
Yeah.
What's your favorite strain these days? What do we smoke today? Cuban links?
Cuban links, kind of. I mean, listen, I went for a walk off the Cuban links.
Yeah.
So my walk was amazing. It was fantastic. I was with Ralph. We were communicating. I actually had such a great moment where I was like, Winnie, if you want him to like communicate with you, you have to stop suffocating him. You have to let him be free. Like, you have to sit with this feeling that's a little bit like you're letting go of control and something, whatever could happen, but you have to sit with that. And it's important because he has to go on his own. Like, he has to go and like live his own life.
Thank you for sharing
that's
that.
That's what I got
Thank
off
you
of the
for
Cuban
sharing
links
that.
today, but I went pretty deep. I don't know if I would be so functional on Cuban links. I was very like with me and Ralph. It was a moment.
Yeah, it definitely allows you to stride into like a flowy vibe. That's what I said to Nico. I was like, this is like, it doesn't give me anxiety. It like lets me kind of get into a zone. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite, I think, right now is probably Platinum Grapes. I think that's just like the most functional for me right now.
Yeah.
I really also enjoyed Lion's Mane, but like I haven't had it enough to like really be like, oh, I really like it. But like I think that I would
lemonade.
be
Is it Lemonade, the brand?
Yes.
Is Lion's Mane? Yeah.
Lion's Mane,
So
yeah.
good.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at. What about you? What cultivars are you digging on right now?
Well, obviously I'm in a total bromance with Nico. So obviously that Galactic Runts was great, but I always love like a black market Leanne Womack.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
If you want to give me a gift, like if you're coming to see Discipline Stoners and you're like, I want to get Ellevan a gift, give me the Leanne Womack.
Yes.
It's so good. It's a watermelon strain. So it's like, something like kind of different type of fruit flavor vibe than usual. And then it's mixed with the Mac, which is it's kind of like our co-decided favorite Mac, which is Miracle Alien Cookies, which is like the euphoria on it is crazy good.
Oh, what was the other Mac that we just had? The butter. The organic
I got the
butter
golden
Mac.
butter from the golden butter Mac from Tea God.
We got a 3.5 of that. I want another one.
Yeah, we'll get
I
that.
can't believe I actually forgot about that.
Yeah,
and
we'll get that
the cultivar that we got with the butter Mac, what was the other one that you got with that? You brought two home, and they were both bangers.
Yeah, it was the butter Mac. What was the other one?
I know. We'll have to think about it and get back to you.
I'm high off this haze.
I know,
Dude.
yeah. That haze fucks me up. Dark haze fucks me up.
I'm haze high.
Yeah.
Which shout out this space that we're in that is a consumption lounge that you can smoke at.
It's really cool.
Because you can see from I guess it will be our last episode, we got told we can't smoke first when we were over at the picnic table. And that shit was hilarious. We got twisted, but it allowed us to navigate some negative or uncertain energy that we were feeling.
Yes.
And we came out of it on top mindfully. And we hope that you know that that's why we keep things like that in. When we navigate our own vibrational awareness and we have a moment of what you could say human weakness, and I don't cut it. It's not all just like, hey, thank you to our friends, and like it's not all rainbow sometimes. I leave that shit in there on purpose, and I know I may be saying some wild shit, I try not to put anything that's like too offensive out there. But like what we did in that first episode at Kind, where we kind of raised the vibrational scale by like using our self-awareness to get out of those feelings that we knew were not helping us, that's what this shit is all about. This plant has given me the self-awareness to like create those sort of relationships with myself. So I'm super grateful for that. Grateful to be here at Kind. Grateful, you know, just to, like Kris was saying, like, just like we can fucking smoke this shit in public and like stand up for ourselves. So
yeah,
it's been lit.
Thank you for saying that. Yeah, that's a nice kind of way to explain why we would keep in, you know, sort of naughty or negative behavior.
Yeah, because basically it's like, I know there should just be a fundamental dictionary on how to deal with things positively. It's like if we're the gateway drug to mindfulness. But mindfulness, as I was editing today, I just wanted to clarify, mindfulness does not mean rainbows and sunshine all the time. It means that we're human, we get pissed off too, we feel sad too, and if you're mindful about it, you can consider why, and you can work up from there or down from there, however you want to go. Sometimes you still have further to drop before you feel
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Ooh.
You'll get a mindful moment. You'll be like, okay, I'm feeling like this, and you're like, but I still feel the momentum and it's crashing and I need to
It's wild to nosedive.
Yeah.
It is just, and you're like, oh, I'm on a little bit of a ride here. And then
Yeah.
you're like, how deep am I going to go before I put the brakes on?
Yeah, like Ben said last night too, he's like, sometimes I feel like a pebble in the bottom of the ocean.
Oh, yeah.
Just being kicked around, swept around. Yeah, that was good. Ben had bars, yo.
Yeah.
Someone from Black Market gotta come say hi, bro. I love you too. Bring me some pre-rolls. You love me so much. Let me have some weed. No. I'm just fucking with you. I'm playing with you.
No, they're good
We
to
love them
us.
anyway. Black Market folks, they're just
they're just good peeps over
amazing.
there too. So
yeah, they're good folks. You can
Yeah.
you can really tell it, and they're just fun.
yeah.
Like the brand of quality. Obviously, we mentioned Leanne Womack, but yeah. What's your overall feeling taking away from this experience? As we kind of like this, we'll have Shahbaaz on after this, but basically, you know, we've come here and experienced this. When we meet people from different countries and shit, what are we gonna tell them about this?
We're gonna tell them that it was a awesome, well thought out, big cannabis event that was really inviting and offered bud tenders some great product, which is like that's what we're always talking about. Like bud tenders are your people right now.
That's the connection too that you actually love to see, like with brands coming out and putting the product in people who sell it hands. Like there's several things going on.
Yeah.
Like here, it's not just one thing.
Yeah.
And what's funny and great about it, and also risky, is like there's so many people wanting to be a part of it, us included. Because in my kind of quick glance at it, it's almost a facelift to the reputation of cannabis. Undeniably to folks who think it's a fringe thing. I look down here over now and Jesse's offering to set up the volcano, and there's guys breaking up weed, and it's not being scoffed at, and it's being
celebrated.
It's being celebrated. It's being catered to.
Yes.
It's being given the love that it deserves, man.
Yes.
We're stoners, dude. We're not fucking dirt. Like it's like I don't give a fuck. I'll roll up at a Milestones. You know what I mean? Like I'll pull up and roll a joint anywhere, but like it does come with sometimes some judgment, but like, man, these are cool people who would just rather like kind of smoke some weed and chill out and like just kind of get creative, and it's so beautiful. It's really dope to see.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is just gonna get better and bigger, and all of these stigmas that we're like fighting against right now, they are gonna go away. Like, you know, just like they did with alcohol. Like I know that we don't often compare it to alcohol because they're very different substances, but one was illegal, it became legal, and over the course of time, it became socially celebrated.
Yeah.
And so, like, the same thing is going to happen with this plant. It's just that
it is. If you look
it
over
is.
there,
It is.
technically
It
is.
has. Yeah. It's happening.
So if you're watching this from a country that's like it's not celebrated, like, yo, you can come check out Canada or lots of places in the States, but like it will happen. It can happen because I seen not this.
Yeah.
And now it's this. So that's really lovely and exciting. Yeah.
This is the start of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Always cool people, always creating something dope. But yeah, what do you say? Should we get a tea or something like that? Should we get another pre-roll? Maybe load some cannabis in this volcano and then track down Shab and then close her up because this is some good content.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay, love you guys.
Thanks,
See you soon.
everyone.
Rolling, and rolling. And welcome back to the same episode.
Still the same episode, Ellevan.
But we got my bro. The reason we're here.
I don't think so at all. Like, you're the reason
we're
here.
No, the sweetest face in the game, Shahbaaz. You're gonna finish off this magical episode with us.
Wow, I get last?
Yep.
You get last because you are the energy, the glue that is like literally the fluid, the heartbeat, the pulse, the blood of my experience with Kind. And I'm so grateful for that. And I am appreciative and honored that you believe in us to have us here. And I'm so excited to see where you continue to go in the industry, Shahbaaz Kara.
How do I respond to that?
You just say, yeah, that's me. I'm a badass, and I don't dress appropriately.
I really thought this was going to work.
Oh, no, it works. It looks great.
It looks great.
I was assured that there would be enough heaters at the Winter Fair. We were having the discussion on if it should be outside. I was like, well, my parents are from East Africa. It's not like this over there. It's cold. Speaking of, you know what else is not over there?
What?
Cannabis. And
Shit.
the fact that we get to combine this street food festival and cannabis and holiday market and just kindness and
honestly,
like,
it's so cool.
That's what
It's so much fun. Yesterday we left, and I was just in the best mood after we left.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm ready to like go take on the world now. That was so much fun. The people that we talked to are
you feel
beautiful.
Clicked in with the community.
Yeah.
It's like a class reunion. It's like people who you feel supported by, and you call it like kindness. Exactly what it is. It's like conscious reflection that we're all here for an intention. So how does it feel being at the center of this, bro?
I don't know. It's not like that. I mean, I think who's at the center of it are the people who fight for this like every day. Like it's cool. It really is a global architect sport. If that makes sense.
Yep.
And like the things that everyone's building here today is amazing because you're not having to only build brands and grow weed as if that's not hard enough. You're having to change minds and evolve attitudes and find creative ways to drive interest and curiosity and get people out of a vulnerability, because at the end of the day, it's like, you know what the missing currency is? Kindness. And there's this guard, there's this anti-vulnerability. What's the antonym of vulnerability?
Like shielded.
Shame.
No. Shielded.
Yeah.
Like ego, like not allowed to be self.
Yeah. And I think COVID changed time. I really do, and I think everything's so fast now, and all it takes is people just be believed in. There's a lot of crazy things going on in the world, and we can spread love and energy, and build an industry while doing it. It's
you
pretty
literally
cool.
are. You have. So I want to touch on that. You did say that like recognition is currency. Like, so that's a beautiful notion. I want to get back to that. But like just for real, like we talked to Jordan and Nicole and Ben yesterday.
Amazing.
So blessed to have y'all on. So thank you for gracing us. But like the team is not huge.
No.
And you guys have just been carrying this big, beautiful, heavy vision uphill together for how long? The past couple months. Like, you guys sold out a gala.
Yeah.
Like, you pulled this
It's
off.
so
Like,
impressive and
walking
so
through
exciting.
this, you must just kind of be tripped out. Like,
It's so cliche and so crazy to say, but there's actually no ego. And Josh is this insane visionary. He built this amazing magazine, gave me an opportunity to help him with the Winter Fair last year.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of the time it just takes someone to believe in you. And I was at a point in my life where I was just like, you know, maybe I could try to create. I was trying to lean into it a little bit more. And then all of a sudden we create the Winter Fair. Then we, you know, have the opportunity to hire Nicole, who's an incredible architect. Like Nicole, architect, you know. Then we have Serena, who's a secret weapon, who is at a retail, owns her own retail environment.
4K, right?
4K.
Yeah.
And then we have Ben, who's like makes people feel so super comfortable.
You know, Ben got bars.
He's so sweet.
You know, Ben got bars.
I heard you and him freestyle yesterday.
And your entire team just gives praise. Like, you'll see it back in these episodes. You just give praise to one another constantly. Like, the whole every interview was
good.
Just like, everyone else on this team is like so amazing,
though,
and
because
like
it's kind of like
cool.
pulling off the team.
I also got to give well-deserved kudos
Shout
to
out.
my girlfriend over here. Actually, both of them. Okay, so Dorsa has seen the late nights. There was this moment the other day when I like started yelling for no reason. And I was like being ridiculous. It's like, I'm sorry for yelling. And she's like, it's totally okay. Like, let's get back to talking about sleepovers. Jesse, and by the way, she's an incredible product designer. Jesse is absolutely,
dude. I know.
What do we say about Jesse?
I said he's a powerhouse. He's the hardest working guy in the room.
I know.
He's
Dude,
just on it.
you
He's
made
just beyond
my
on it.
life 50,000 million times easier
Just helpful.
and more, dude.
Helpful.
You know.
Set up this volcano.
You know how
Yeah.
you know that you're always gonna have an opportunity is when you start to solve problems for people before they even know that they have those problems.
It's
Yeah.
so dope. It's so true.
That's
I know.
wild.
How do you can't put one label
Anyways,
on it,
That's
but
so
just-
Mad
nice.
love. Matt, even right now, he's trying to help you.
He's
with the
trying to, we're gonna do the volcano with Jesse. Fuck yeah. Is there enough weed in there, bro? Oh, sick. See, solutions. You're the man.
But
Thank you.
and I gotta say something. Shout out to the team. Shout out to the volunteers. Shout out to the significant others who do the grind, especially who aren't in cannabis and are just like, hey, like you have a lot of events and there's a lot of craziness, but trust takes time.
Yes.
Community takes time.
Yes.
You gotta erode it and change minds once at a time. And shout out to you two because you two are on this amazing journey.
Shout out Shahbaaz.
Like disciplined stoners, let's go. You know what Ben said? That Ben and I were talking today. And
Thank
he's just
you,
like,
bro.
he's like, I smoked like so many joints before, and I ran 30 marathons this year. He's like, I'm a disciplined stoner.
Yes.
Oh my God, we better trademark that shit.
Yeah,
I thought it was.
No, I'm just kidding.
I got to be part of
Thank you.
a couple pieces of magical days, and you know, I'm a disciplined stoner.
You
Yes,
absolutely
you
are.
are.
100%.
Absolutely.
Honestly, everyone that we've met and has been on, like, obviously, we're functional, disciplined human beings who
you're
use a plant that makes our lives a little bit better.
Shabazz got the funk though, you know what I'm saying? Like he's out here like blazing joints with me. I was telling the story of how we met when I was at the Winter Fair and you were just way turned up. And then yeah, I have more. Yeah. Thank you. You're the best. And how we kind of developed a natural bromance, and I'm fascinated with your
know.
skill set, and you're fascinated with my
Rapping.
Tourette's, my rhyming Tourette's. And yeah, it's been so nice to know you and to be drawn together through the lens of cannabis. And you're right, it brings a lot of talented, cool people together. I think that's one of my favorite parts about it.
And the cool thing is like, to stay in this industry, to get in is hard. To stay in it, you got to be mad talented, mad resilient. You got to be able to solve problems, and that's how you know when you're good. Like creating an industry and like laying the foundation for like 100 years. Like when we're not alive, or maybe we are, because Dorsa might invent a machine that keeps you young.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you, Dorsa.
Biohacking Dorsa. Yes, thank
She
you.
loves that. She's a biohacker for sure.
That's your brand.
But it's a creation of the industry. And it's like someone was telling, we were talking about this the other day. It's like, look, I love cannabis. I believe in it. I also believe in it from a lifestyle perspective, in the sense of like, I'll hit a volcano. Am I hitting volcanoes all the time? No.
Yeah.
I'm hitting 0.25s J's because I don't want too much smoke, but I want to be a little bit touched so I can have a good workout and use topicals for recovery.
A little bit touched. I like that.
Very much trying to be kind of that like lifestyle, and that's what I found, and that's what I believe. But the nice other side is it's like, you know, it's cool because I didn't understand economics for like ever, and I have a finance degree from Western. I didn't like understand economics, and then all of a sudden there's this creation of this industry, and you're just like, oh, that's what a monopoly does, and that's how, you know, like an industry functions, and this is like how companies behave and buy and make decisions, and like, so it's super cool.
Yeah, that is super cool.
Yeah.
You know?
And the fact that like you're kind of like leading edge with this cannabis market, like the fact that it's legal and that we're operating at that scale, the fact that we like meet a being like you through the scope of this plant is a good sign. It means that like the proper formation and fundamentals of cannabis are being represented and built by people who fucking can.
I don't know if I don't know if I have
No,
any
if you look out there, the
or-
organization of brands, representation, bringing events together,
you know what's
quantifying.
You know what's cool, and I, you know, we gotta end soon because I know my girlfriend's freezing, and my hands, my hands are no longer cold because you guys are giving me so much energy that my hands are actually warm.
Okay, talk about beach soccer and then get out of here.
Okay, hold on. What I'm gonna quickly say about this fair, which is so cool, is like, okay, I was on my way here in an Uber, and you know, I was talking to my Uber driver named Muhammad from Karachi, Pakistan, and he was just chatting with me, asking me what I'm good on this.
Yeah, I'm good on this too.
He's asking me like what I did, and like I was on the phone talking about, you know, the fair and things like that. And we got to chatting, and he's like, okay, so it's like a street food festival and a holiday market, but it's like cannabis, you know, lifestyle adjacent and friendly, and it's like called Kind because it's all about just food and drink. This one's featuring food and drink as like a barrier breaker, which is super cool. And that's why all the street food over there represents the emerging cannabis markets around the world. That's so like you have Thailand, you have schnitzel,
It goes deep.
Yeah, and so it's like because this thing that's being cultivated, this plant, has the power to like literally change lives and like you know, so for all the legal woes and things like that, it's cool because like we had the president of the OCS here yesterday, you know, and I got to walk him around, and it's like to hear also the other side. It's like we still have the biggest like cannabis market in the world.
Yeah, so, there's a lot to be excited about in the industry, and it really feels like you guys are kind of at the forefront and leading edge of that. So, should be really proud of yourself.
I'm just super happy that like we get to do this. Like, it's so cool.
Yeah,
right? Like there's a lot of gratitude. It's a dope vibe in there. So,
have you been having fun as Ellevan fixes this? Have you been having fun with soccer?
Thank you for asking.
Yeah.
Canada beach soccer is very important. There's going to come a time where like beach soccer and, you know, certain cannabis brands hopefully will be synonymous.
Yes,
if I have it my way.
Yeah.
But the team is doing really, really well. We're getting prepared for a bunch of tournaments next year, and it's really good to see just like the level of talent in Canada. We just saw the World Cup.
I know.
And so 2026, like you'll see the talent in Canada, but you also see like the rise of the beach game, which is going to be super cool. So,
okay, beach game is emerging. Watch out, Canada.
The beach game. Are you back?
Okay, I'm back. I'm back with it.
We just
I'm back with it. So you how long you play soccer?
I do.
We just did that.
Okay, cool. All right, you got to get out of here. Thanks for joining us.
Wait, whoa, just like that?
Well, I mean, I mean, if you got a dip, you got a dip.
No,
it's an Irish dip.
Give me like a.
Right.
I am Irish dip all the time now. That's the move.
I respect it. It's so fine. It's all good. It's like I'll see you later. But no, it's beautiful what you built.
Yeah.
I think you have just a fantastic future.
We have fantastic.
We do, and that's what I'm saying. I'm excited to see what you and we continue to build and collaborate and move forward.
Believe in people, and it creates like an ecosystem of belief.
Yes.
And just like, you know, a lot of people don't want to do things. They just want to like, you know, just too quick to talk shit or like whatever. It's just like support your competitors, support like learn from them.
Stick
like,
around,
you know?
Use the contrast as something beneficial.
Yeah, learn, be better. Like,
yeah.
Learn skills, you know?
Yeah.
Did we cover in the last episode why you have such a good attitude? You just like this? Before this situation, you had to have had a good attitude to get in this situation.
That's a you know what? Honestly, like love when your child matters significantly.
Yes.
And I'm like really blessed. I got a lot of people who love me, even through a lot of mistakes. I think people make mistakes.
Yeah.
Right. And
you got
we
cool
have
parents,
to.
though. You
right.
Bring, yeah.
Like, so
you got sweet parents though.
Yeah, really sweet parents. My mom was here yesterday.
You bring your parents.
My
I love
dad
that.
was here here.
Was it your dad at the gala?
Tuesday. Yeah.
I saw. Okay, that was.
Yeah, he's a legend. He's the reason. Yeah, when I was leaving Salesforce, he was the one who was like, "Fuck it, like just get into the cannabis industry and build your own path. Don't like."
Shout out,
right now.
Thank you,
right now,
Pops.
here's what I'll say.
Yeah.
I just wanna give a quick piece.
Give us something for you dip.
I think a lot of companies right now don't realize, and this goes back to recognition as currency. Don't realize how important it is to just recognize the work that the people. Life is hard. Life is so hard.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so challenging, and like companies have these like leaders, and it's just like train those leaders to be just service-based leaders and just like really care about the people. Like the difference is if someone cares, you know what I mean?
It's so
someone
it's so
believes
important.
you and someone cares.
It's so it sounds like such a small thing and almost like childish, like, you know what I mean? But it's not. It's so important.
Just
it's like how you treat people.
So just
beautiful.
like realize that there's just like a whole other world that you're not even privy to.
Yeah.
And so to get the most out of people, just try and meet them where they're at, and together work on where you can go together. So just
if we can take each other less personally, I think.
And so many people have different avenues of like expectation or vision or like maturity and impatience or patience, and there's all these varying levels of like how to perceive a situation, and you never know what someone is going through and what that situation is or what those tools are. So
and that's why
compassion.
To wrap it all up,
yes,
this holiday season. Kindness is the missing currency. No, it's the special ingredient.
It's the special that kindness is the special
That's how we
ingredient.
want kindness in this holiday season.
Put a dash of recognition.
Yeah, put a dash of recognition, a little bit of.
How nice does it feel to give love, though? Truly,
it's good. It's good to give it.
Giving
it's
is
great.
Nice. It's great to receive it.
Receive it.
Yeah,
it's good. It's good
to
see it.
Yeah, it is.
Thank you for supporting us as well.
Hit me on LinkedIn or IG, S_KARA_V.
Yeah.
At hotmail.com. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm
No
always tagging
hotmail.com.
Oh,
No
yeah.
hotmail.com. Just
MSN.
kidding.
I'll hit you on MSN. Blink, blink. Whatever that's out. Okay, thank you for supporting us and being here.
I always have so much fun with you. Thank you for round 2, and thank you for trusting me.
Of course.
Thank you for trusting me.
My pleasure. It's a fucking given. Love you. I'll see you soon.
Cheers.
Bye.
It's weird to finally say that with pride. I'm high a lot. Being high has helped me with my anxiety. It's helped my social skills. Well, it's helped me feel okay about my shitty social skills. It doesn't make my social skills better, but it sure does make sitting in that awkward moment in a social interaction a lot more bearable. You know, that moment where no one in the group has anything left to say, and you desperately want to yell at all of them to just say something. Being high makes that hilarious and not torture.
Yo. It's Ellevan from Anger Town. This plant just helped me chill out. Found focus. Found confidence. All of a sudden I was productive. Less protective. More progressive. Yeah, we talk about stuff like I'm a next sommelier. But this is about a medicine, baby. We wish everyone a mindful life. It's been a helpful tool for us. And whatever the route to peace, it's each individual's journey. And the more we communicate, maybe we can all help each other out. Love and light. Welcome to Disciplined Stoners Podcast with your host Ellevan.
And my name is Winnie.
And we are the gateway drug to mindfulness. And that's Ralph.
Discipline.
different stoners.
The gateway drug to mindfulness.
Gateway drug to mindfulness. Let's roll one up and take a hit. Gateway drug to mindfulness. Let's roll one up and take a hit. Gateway drug to mindfulness. Let's roll one up and take a hit.